going to teach you the simplest price action strategy that you can get in a way that even a 3-year-old can understand, and I will bet that you will make a lot of money. Today's video I'm going to be talking about the Flipzone strategy in a way that you're obviously going to flip your accounts using this very simple strategy that everyone seems to neglect. Comment in the comment section down below if you know what Flipzones are. I just want to do a survey to know how many people know what Flipzones are, how many people have read their price action books correctly. What are Flipzones? Flipzones, I'm sure that if you have heard about price action before, you know what Flipzones are. Flipzones, we're just talking about the basic support and resistance. What is a Flipzone, right? So let's say we are in an uptrend, we are continuously creating a series of what? Higher highs, right, and lower highs, higher highs, lower, higher lows. So we're continuously what? Creating what? Higher highs and what? Higher lows, right, at the bottom. What are flip zones? Flip zone is when, let's say we are in an uptrend, as I mentioned, right? So when there's a pullback, right, we form this minor resistance over here, right? So when this resistance here, right, when it gets broken, what happens to a broken resistance, right? Comment in the comment section below if you truly honestly know what happens to a broken resistance. No cheating. 3, 2, 1, right? A broken resistance, it turns into what? Into a support, right? I'm sure that most people know this. A broken resistance turns into a support. So if you've read your price action books and if you went lazy, you know that a broken resistance turns into a support. That's what we're going to be looking for, because we obviously know that the market doesn't move in a straight line, right? The market isn't that perfect, right? The market doesn't move in a straight line like this. We're obviously going to have these small pullbacks, right? So that's when we are going to be maximizing using this price action strategy, right? What are we going to do, right? So right over here, right? So let me just delete this. When we have got we've created the resistance over here, it gets broken. We want to draw our resistance to the future, right? We want to draw our line. So when the market pulls back to this area, right? Of course, the market, there's no strategy that's 100% perfect. If there's somebody telling you that, they are probably lying. Sorry to break it to you, right? So if the market isn't going to reverse exactly at this point, obviously, because if it did that, everyone would be rich, right? Everyone would be super rich. What we're going to do is the market is going to pull back. Either it will miss this area a little bit, it will respect it exactly, or it will break a little bit past that point, right? But what we will just want is a pullback that's close to this to this region. Then we take our entry. Then we look for candlestick confirmation, and then we enter. In today's video, I'm not going much into depth about candlestick confirmation. If you want that video, comment in the comment section down below. If you want to know how you know if a resistance, a support, a moving average is going to be reacted, any of that, that's what we're going to be looking for. So right over here, right, as you can see, right over here, it didn't respect it, broke past. But this is a typical example of what really happens in the market, because it's not going to be perfect, right? So then over here again, right, it didn't respect again, it missed a little bit. Then for this example, it touched exactly. That's what we are going to be doing, right? So, and then for a downtrend is just the same thing generally, right? So but we're just saying that now the market is in a downtrend, right? What happens to a broken support? We know now you know, everyone knows. So now a broken support turns into into a resistance, right? I guess some of you are wondering why I made this video if it seems this simple, because the reason is because in the last video that I posted, somebody commented that they want me to go much into depth about the Flipzone strategy and the Fibonacci strategy. So stay tuned for the Fibonacci strategy. Is coming back next, right? So it's coming next, right, after this strategy. So stay tuned for the Fibonacci strategy. And a big shout out to that person who commented, because I really appreciate the feedback. So if you want to just make me happy, just comment in the comment section telling me what you understood, or telling me what you want me to create a video on, so that you can understand better what you didn't understand, and that will be much help, because I would know that my videos are having an impact, are helping somebody. Because back in the day when I started trading, I didn't even have a mentor, I didn't have somebody who can guide me. So that's why I make this video, so that I help other fellow traders who don't have the money for a mentor, or who just want to learn more, right? So right over here, now we're going to into the examples, right? So what are we going to be looking for, right? So let's take this for example, this downtrend for example. So right over here, we've got this support level, right? So when this support level gets broken, what did we say? A broken support now turns into into a resistance. So when the market pulls back to this region here, I'm sure that I'm not saying clearly, but I'm sure that this is a doji candlestick formation, right? So that's our candlestick confirmation, and we take our entry, right? So after that, the market went down, shot down. That's what we're just going to be doing, right? Same as here, the support gets broken, now turns into into a resistance, creating a smaller aim on that. So that is very simple. As you can see, how many examples are this? So these are 2 entries that we have already got, the 3rd entry, the 4th entry. So as you can see, it's quite a powerful strategy. Of course, it doesn't present itself each and every time, but as you can see, if you just focus on this, you can make some money, you can make some profits, as you can see over here, right? So I'm not perfect at drawing, doing, right, as you can see, right, but just a general example of what I'm talking about, right. So as you can see, if you just wait for this, using this alone, tell me if you will be profitable, right. On the ones that I have already showed you, there isn't even a single trade that we have lost yet, but of course we're going to have some losses. Let me just run down so that I can show you when it doesn't work perfectly, but though I'm sure that it will work, right, most of the times, right. So right over here we've got this right here. It didn't get respected, they didn't pull back exactly to that area, but if you had entered, right, so this strategy works on both spikes and ticks, so you can be can be guaranteed that you have got a strategy that works for both. But if you drew this into the future, as you can see, it almost respected over here, right, though it was playing a little bit around that area, but I'm just showing you what happens in the immediate, right. So right over here, right, it didn't come back to that area, then right over here it's past that area a little bit. So what we are going to do is, when we take our entry, right, the last previous high low or low high that was formed, right, so this, it will be this, that's where we place our stop loss, we enter here, and then that's how we do it, right. So our stop loss is going to be this over here, right. So if we entered here, it got respected, right. This resistance over here, we entered here, it got respected, right. Then we shot down, breaking with this what resistance over here. So you drew this into the future, right, and as you can see, when it pulls back to this region, it went down again, right. It didn't go much down, it didn't go down further in this example, but this could be an example of the trade that doesn't work out. But if you had entered immediately, right, you could have been in some profit. Let's say you've entered here, yeah, you wouldn't have made that much profit, right, but your loss wouldn't be that much if you had dropped downward your loss, right. Then when we right here, when you break up again, creating this resistance, when it gets broken, it takes a support. When you pull back and you short up, it's very simple. So leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will know if this video has been helpful to you. And if it has been helpful to you, I would really appreciate if you'd boop the like button or subscribe or comment, anything that can help the YouTube algorithm know that this video is helping you guys, and anything that can help me know how you feel about the video that I made, how about the strategy that I'm sharing with you, right.